Mother Nature reminded us who's in charge this weekend. Holy cow, not one but two storms shutting down the Trans-Canada Highway, leaving motorists stranded, canceling school for some today. We'll do the rundown coming up in a second. Happy Monday! Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker. Yes, it is Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend. Coming up on the show today, we'll talk about Oakville Community Center. They had a party in there for all those stranded motorists over the weekend. Florida also getting snow this weekend. This weather is wild. Wild weather winter, hey? From +4 to -40, and we are in for a major deep freeze this week. Details on that coming up. Also, people want to go back to 2016. What is this growing trend on social media of going back to 2016? I mean, it was only 10 years ago. Old guys like me want to go back to the 80s or 90s, and I guess even Gen Zs are looking for some nostalgia, looking for a time when life was simpler and we could disconnect and technology didn't play such an important role in our lives. And the whole, the world wasn't coming apart at the seams. There was that too. It was kind of fun when we weren't on the cusp of World War III every single day, because it gets tiring. So people are looking for nostalgia. Good news from WestJet on Friday. They announced that they're putting those seats back, they're taking the seats out. You know how they crammed all those seats in? People were complaining. It was the talk of the town last week. It was pretty awesome. Everywhere I went, people were talking about WestJet and the cramped seats for the lower cost. They've scrapped that. They're putting the toothpaste back in the tube. Also, locally, news of a pop-up seafood boil. It was one of our most popular Tasted Tuesdays with Co-ops of Westman when we did the shrimp boil. With the sausage and the corn and stuff like that. There's going to be one of the brew pubs is going to do a one-night-only pop-up, and we've got the details on that. And if you've ever heard of Holy Shakes before, I hadn't until this weekend. Somebody had sent me some information about a new chain opening in Winnipeg called Holy Shakes. And I went, okay, send me the stuff, and I took a look at the pictures, and I'm like, oh, my God, I wonder what the food tastes like. The Instagram pictures are insane. This place is going to be incredibly popular on social media. More on Holy Shakes coming up on the show this morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching, spending some time with us. We'll get to our good mornings in just a bit. First, to our school cancellations and postponements. If some come in while the show is on, I do appreciate you letting me know in chat. Park West, Prairie Rose, and Mountain View School Division, no buses. However, schools are open today. So schools are open. It's basically a no buses running again for Park West Division, Prairie Rose School Division, and Mountain View School Division. No buses because roads are still a little on the tricky side, but schools are open. There's a live look at our Manitoba Highways cameras this morning. We're going to take you to Manitoba 511, and this map was so red over the weekend. So many closures. It is not as red this morning. We do have some closures. A couple of them, Morris to Low Farm. Highway 23 is still closed, as well as Highway 75 south of Morris. They've since opened the little yellow stretch you see here. But that is really the only closure that we have this morning from Manitoba 511. That's it. 10 through the park, still snow and ice covered. That is still quite slippery. And also, if you're going to be traveling on Highway 10 north and south of the city down to the Souris turnoff up to the Rivers turnoff to the north, give yourself a little bit of extra time there. It is still a little bit slippery. And winds continue to blow a little bit. Now, we don't have any watches or warnings for southwestern Manitoba. But, oh my God, you know what's coming next, right? You know it's blistering cold, like dangerous. We might have more school cancellations this week. So while we have a couple of school divisions that aren't running their buses today, we may have a Thursday and Friday. This may be another super January long weekend in the works. Why? Minus 50 with the wind chill. Here's what the forecast looks like. Sunshine and minus 19 today. It will look good. It will not feel good. It'll be nice to see the sunshine. Could have some flurries return tomorrow. But later on in the week, this is what we're watching right here. These overnight lows are insane. Very, very cold. Thursday and Friday, the overnight lows minus 38 degrees Celsius. Even a small wind is going to bump that wind chill into the 40s and possibly minus 50. I can't remember what the school cutoff is, but I'm thinking 50 means probably no school if we're going to be waking up to that. So something to watch later on in the week. And again, we're on top of school cancellations and road closures and so on for your mornings before the morning commute. So we appreciate you popping by. We are busting the internet for lurkers today. Geez, everybody's concerned about roads and temperatures. Roads are generally good. Lurkers, they're generally good. Take her cool and prepare for the cold later on in the week, okay? Oh, it's a huge amount of lurkers today. Come on, say hi. Just pop by. Give us a hello. Give us a wave. Say hello. It's okay. Don't be allergic. It'd be great to see you and say hello, just as David did over on TikTok. Good morning, David. Good morning to Road Reverend over on Twitch. Good morning. Nice to see you. Nasi is over on TikTok. Good morning. Pebbles is here on Twitch, along with Polar Bear and Lindy Lux. Hey, Lindy Lux. Lindy Lux, getting her walk in. Stay more. He's getting your walks in this cold. I know Pebbles is. Janine is here. Good morning, Janine, over on Facebook. Nice to see you. Annie's over on TikTok. Good morning, Annie. How was your weekend? Well, I'll tell you what. I want to hear if anybody had a wild weekend on the roads. Anybody get stranded? Anybody have any car issues? Anybody just white knuckle it? There was a lot of white knuckles going on. If you were traveling that Trans-Canada Highway, it was something else. Something else. Anxiety-filled weekend. Hey, I hope you're doing okay. I hope that, everything is cool. You got to where you needed to go, even if you were storm stayed for a little bit, that you got to where you needed to go and maybe made some new friends along the way. We'll get to yesterday's good thing coming up in just a second. Daniel over on TikTok, good morning. Tracy's on Twitch, hello. Good morning. And Richard's over on Facebook, happy Monday, everybody. Lindy had a quiet weekend, relaxing, spent quality time with her hubby. You know what that means. That is code. We had some quality time as the winds whipped outside. Mr. Lindy and I got close by the fire, and we put on the Hallmark Channel and some Celine Dion, and we fed each other chocolate-covered strawberries. I know how that goes. Yeah. Uh-oh. Lindy sent pics. No! Oh, no, that was, you've seen other pics. I was like, no, not that I'm allergic to pics of romance. It's just, I saw The Rip over the weekend. That's the new Matt Damon and Matt Damon and his guy Matt. Oh, for God's sake, brain fart! My brain is frozen. Good Lord. Anyway, The Rip, Matt Damon and the other guy, and it was nice to have a movie that was like full of explosions and shooting and Ben Affleck. Thank you, Tracy. God, my brain is so Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. It was nice to see. It was nice to watch a movie about a couple of guys, and they weren't, fondling, getting close to each other, because everything's heated rivalry. I just got to, no, I'm not into that. No, I'm okay, can I just have a story about two guys who want to shoot and blow things up? Yeah, not so much about the hockey players in love. Not that I'm against hockey players in love. If hockey players want to be in love, that's their prerogative. I got nothing to say about that. I'm okay. I think that's great. You just have fun playing your game. Shoot one past the goalie. Get one in the net. Woo, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Zumba Bernice is here. How was your birthday, Zumba Bernice? Did you get some sushi in you? I hope you did. I hope you got some sushi. Hope you got some sushi in you. And hope you got spoiled with lots of presents. You probably did. Probably got some pool toys. Patricia's here over on Facebook. Quentin's on Twitch. Katie's on Twitch as well. And Pebbles did some swimming. Oh, that's a good way to beat the cold over at the YMCA. Although she says the hot tub didn't seem as hot on Sunday like normal. It's probably because it was minus 50 in the wind. Everything felt colder. The whole house felt, everything's. Ron is over on X this morning. Hi, Ron on X. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Sean on TikTok. Nice to see you this morning. And Michael Keeping is on Facebook. He says, good morning, everyone. Have a great day. Make the best of your day. Make the best of your week. Have an awesome week. Thank you, Michael. Nice to see you. Happy belated birthday, Nick says to Zumba Bernice. Lindy says, for that digital parking, what if you don't have a phone to apply for the payment? Well, then you're just going to have to bring your horse and buggy down there. They're not going to ticket a horse and buggy. You're a walker, Lindy. It's time to walk downtown. It's time to get green. You got to listen to the environmentalists. Cars are bad for the environment. So, get the old skateboard going. It'll all be good. Derek is here. See, Nick was out walking. Everybody's walking. He had his 12th night rehearsal. I'm proud of you guys. Good for you. I was not going outside. No way, Jose. Not going to happen. I was not going to go outside. I was going to stay inside where it was nice and warm and I could watch Ben Affleck and Matt Damon blow things up. The Rip. Best movie I think I've seen so far this year. I know the year is early yet, but it was a good show. Jody Jones on Facebook. Jody Jones. Garth is on TikTok, and Jody is over on Facebook. Have a wonderful day, Jody Jones. JJ. Oh, Pebble said, I seen somebody jogging. You know what that was? They're probably being robbed. Nobody runs in this weather. If you see somebody running, it's important to look behind them because chances are they're either being robbed and they're running away from the robber, or it's a dog that is chasing them and is threatening to eat them, or liquor is on sale and they're running to the liquor store. No one runs in this, not on purpose. My house is on fire and my phone broke and I got to run to the fire station to get the firemen to come to my house. No one runs on purpose. Oh my God, it's terrible. It's higher than the boots. The boots weren't high enough. Ryan is over on Twitch. Good morning, Ryan. Oh, and Molly is here. I forgot to say hi. Hi, Molly. We're going to get to yesterday's good thing. We're going to keep saying our good mornings as well. I do want to remind you that, you know what, as these cold temperatures are coming, like the minus 50 wind chill, you got to make sure your battery is good, okay? Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. Get in there at 1500 Richmond Avenue. They'll do a quick, free battery check for you. Absolutely free, and if you need a new battery, they'll get you an AC Delco GM certified battery at $20 discount, instant discount when you get that put in. So get it checked. Chances are it's probably good. Just give you some peace of mind in this cold. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. You know what's great in this incredible cold is soup, homemade soup. I'll probably be making a big batch of chicken soup this week, but I've gotten into this habit where, along with my chicken soup, I've got to have cheese buns from Kuiper's Family Bakery. I'm lucky if I get one. The girls take them all. They go crazy for them. The cheese buns are amazing. They kind of are built the same way as cinnamon buns, except without the cinnamon and sugar. Instead, it's just a whole bunch of Canadian cheddar cheese. Pull it apart. It's ooey, it's gooey, it's good, and it's perfect to go with some hot soup. One of the many great items you're going to find at Kuiper's Family Bakery. They're Brandon's Bakery at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, next to Tasties. And if your New Year's resolution includes a little bit of keto, a little bit of low sugar products or sugar-free products, or if you're looking for the best protein products, protein powder, protein-infused foods, and gluten-free foods, you've got to see Headley's Health Hut at 1314 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. They've got experts to help you with everything you need to make your 2026 the best and healthiest year ever. It's in the name, Headley's Health Hut. You're going to want to stop by and see Randy and Michelle. And again, they're going to be able to help you with any and all New Year's resolutions or some new ailments that maybe have reared their ugly head in 2026. Headley's Health at 1314 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Richard also was at home, stayed at home, and said that he stayed in and stayed warm. Nick says, I was trying to find a copy of the Brandon Sun on Saturday. Do they still make those? Wow, that's cool. I should get one. I should get one. I haven't seen oh my God. Went to 5 places Saturday, no avail. Maybe there was a hot story on Saturday. Hot news, big news. Or people are moving or lining their bird cages, and bird cages needed to be fixed. Was it good? It was so good. And it's based on a true story. The Rip with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It is based on a true story and very, very well done. Very well done. Saturday Night Live was also amazing. They are hit and miss. It's hot and cold with those guys. And they had one of the kids from Stranger Things on the show this weekend. It was, we're moving to good things here. Sorry about that. Hang on. Thanks, Tina on TikTok. Okay, then give us a good thing. She's here for some good things. Then give us a good thing. Can you please give us a good thing? Type in GT and good thing, and we'll get started with some positivity. Why don't we do that? Pebble says, went for some walks this weekend. Our son started swimming lessons again. And I made some chicken legs. Well, what good is that unless you have pictures of your chicken legs? Like, we demand to see what Pebbles is eating every day. We need to see all good. Good. There it is. There we go. Chicken legs. That's like fried chicken, but not fried. It's in the oven. Very nice. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Nicely done. Oh, Quentin and Kelsey celebrated their 14th anniversary Saturday. Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! And like any married couple that has been married over 10 years, you celebrated the best way. She's in Mexico and you're in Brandon. Yes! Yes, that's how you celebrate an anniversary, and that's how you keep the home fires burning. His and her TV, his and her couches, his and her vacations. That's right. And that's how you get from 14th to 40th anniversary. It won't be long now. But she got some hugs and kisses when she got home. Well, of course she did. She brought you tequila and vanilla, as she should. Cindy also watched the Rip and loved it, and so did Pebbles. Loved it too. That's good. That's good. Not that I'm opposed to hockey players kissing. Hockey players in love are everywhere. It's crazy. Even Saturday Night Live did a parody on Heated Rivalry, except they made it for Harry Potter. And Harry and his best friend were, they were liking each other. They were playing at the Hogwarts. They were playing at Hogwarts, all right. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is happening right now? What is happening in the world? I am aging at super fast time. I'm being left behind. I'm the old man in the corner. I'm the old man in the corner. We were supposed to dog sit for only an overnighter Friday, but we still have the dog due to weather. Oh, perhaps the owner will make it back from Winnipeg today with the weather being so brutal. Oh, well, that's so nice that the dog has a nice home and that you're taking care of him. Oh, that's so cool. A little inconvenient, yes, but as long as the dog is well behaved, it's kind of puppy bonus. You got puppy bonus. Oh, and Bernice sent her sushi from the weekend. Birthday sushi. Oh, I love these. Salmon, spicy salmon. Yep, I am not so much on the white thing. It's got little suckers on it. I am not too much for that one. Oh, some tempura. That's Tracy's. So she'll have that one. I'll have the salmon ones. Oh, those are good too. Those are good. A little bit of crab, a little bit. Okay, we got to get. Oh, no. Now I want sushi. Oh, I love sushi so much. These are all for myself. Trace does not like the seaweed covers, the seaweed stuff. Oh, you got some ribs there and some calamari. I think I know where this is. This is over at Sushi Hut, I think, isn't it? We were there a couple of Saturdays ago. The calamari was just outstanding. Just caught fresh out of Lake Winnipeg, must have been. Same with the shrimp, right out of Lake Winnipeg, right? We have no access to seafood in this part of the world. It's tongue-in-cheek that we're at the Beach House Beach Bunker if you're lurking in for the first time. It's tongue-in-cheek. We're in the middle of nowhere, bald-ass prairie where the winds blow and people freeze their ass off. It's one of the coldest places on the planet of Earth. And that's why we lovingly have this show from the middle of nowhere, no access to seafood, no access to salt water at all. And that's why this pop-up seafood boil is going to be huge. And I want the Sunseekers to know about it so that you can get your tickets for it. And because seafood is just so popular here because we just don't get it because we're in the middle of nowhere. But we got pickerel, though. That's good. You watched The Rip twice? Holy cow, was that good? Oh, you got your sushi. Hey, Rhonda, good morning on Facebook. Hello. Stay warm, Rhonda, stay warm. Angela, you stay warm too on Facebook. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Come on, Tyler, it's not that bad. The weather's not that bad. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. No, I refuse to go outside. I can't. I'm allergic. I have a doctor's note. I have a doctor's note right here. See? Tyler is not allowed to go outside because he will die. Cindy says her GT made some borscht with my daughter. Love passing down the traditional recipes and made some of those poached eggs that we were talking about on Friday's show. And, that's it. That's all the borscht you made? That's it? Oh, wow. I was hoping for more. It's probably only about 12 to 15 gallons of borscht there. That's it, hey? Well, I guess there was a shortage on beef. Oh, and there's your poached eggs. Nah, I had fried eggs. Fried. We got in this discussion about poached eggs on Friday. I kind of find them gross. Water with eggs should only be when you're boiling them. Only when they're boiled. Oh, I gotta include this picture because we got some smiling faces. Smiling faces making borscht. Look at that. Oh, there's the beets. Where's the beats? The beats are right here. Passing down those traditions. It's a good thing. You know, it's a really good thing because Ukrainian food is cheap food. And if you can make Ukrainian food on the ready, you're going to be okay in a tough economy. There's no two ways about it. Molly's GT, I got back on my bike inside, played some Red Dead Redemption all weekend, got some stuff painted that I wanted to. Yeah! Oh, and we deconstructed Christmas at the Beach House Beach Bunker. Yes, the tree finally came down on Saturday. Tracy spent the entire day. She is our head decorating boss and CEO of all decorating in our house, and responsible for making it look like the North Pole at our place. And she does such a great job. But I help with the boxes, you know, putting them away. And I don't know, something happened with our Christmas decorations this year. They multiplied. So be careful with your Christmas decorations. If you leave them alone in the dark and leave some romantic Christmas music on, they're multiplying somehow. I had more boxes to put away on Sunday than I would have liked. And so that's not supposed to be happening at our age. We're supposed to be downsizing. The kids are adults now. We don't need more decorations. But anyway, we got it done at least. Katie says the highway was closed, so the paper doesn't come. It's printed in Winnipeg. Oh, it's been, yeah. I had no idea they were still printing it, actually, and they started printing it in Winnipeg. Ooh, I was still in radio back then. It's like 2016. That's the year everybody's talking about on social media. 2016. Everybody wants to go back 10 years. I can see why. Lindy says, I watched George Clooney and Brad Pitt in Wolves. Oh, nice. Anybody else see anything good over the weekend, whether it be in the theater or on one of the streaming services? See anything good? Tracy says, my son is allergic to the cold. If he gets cold, he gets hives. See, I understand, Tracy. We share the same pain. He gets hives, and I get the chills, and not just regular chills, like a regular person. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Not just regular chills, but they're called super chills. I get super chills, and then I go into, I have a fit of crying and uncontrollable shaking and crying, and then I must be kept warm under a blanket. Usually, if you have any kind of hot beverage, usually something black, a coffee will work. And if you put sports on TV to help calm me down, then I'll be okay. So sports on TV, a hot coffee, and under the blankies, which is exactly the prescription. See, I've got a prescription for here. One coffee, one NFL game. I'm running short of those. Although baseball, pitchers and catchers report in 3 weeks, guys. That's baseball, Major League Baseball. Won't be long. Hey, Bless You Mama is on vacation. Boy, did she pick a great week to get away. I believe she's in St. Martin. What a week to get away. She hit the lottery. So if you know of anybody that is on vacation this week, they have hit the proverbial vacation lottery, because this is the week to miss it. Jody over on Facebook, good morning. Thank you for stopping by, saying hello. And good morning. Yalak, hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Have an amazing day, and stay warm. Stay warm. We've moved from nasty roads to nasty cold, okay? Tracy watched football all weekend. I did too. Denver, good for Denver. I was cheering for them, and good for LA. I hope Seattle gets smoked now. There's only 4 teams left in the NFL. Actually, the college game, the college football final is tonight for those interested. So no more college football after tonight. And basically 3 more football games on the year. We've got the AFC and NFC final, and then the Super Bowl will be played in San Francisco in just a couple of weeks. So those sports are wrapping up. And old Chickie, good morning. Yes, won't be long. Hopefully we're playing baseball. Won't that be great? Oh, my God. I can't wait for baseball season. I can't wait for spring. Good morning, Lillian over on Facebook. It's nice to see you. Welcome. Mavis is here. Good morning, Mavis, over on Facebook. Okay, first beach break of the day, and we'll get to some of the images from the weekend, the road closures, and the parties that were going on. The impromptu celebration parties, they were storm-stayed. You got to make the best of it, and lots of people did, especially in Oakville. Is it Oakville? We'll take a look coming up in a second.
Good morning, son.
First, we're going to go to St. Martin. Yeah, maybe we'll see Blessed Mama. Maybe she'll do a quick wave to us as we get your week underway this morning. Good morning, Sunseekers. Yeah, let's get going. To the beach in St. Martin. Back with more in just a bit. Woo! We got the beach chairs waiting for you.
It's Monday, let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together. It's Monday, let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together. It's Monday, let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together.
Good morning, Sunseekers. Let's make it great. Yes, it is Monday, and we've got some school buses not running today because of the nasty weather. However, look at this beach. You got your pick of beach chairs here. No need to reserve with a towel here. No, they're all open. Take a chair, any chair. Man, a couple of big waves come up. They're going to take those chairs right out into the ocean. Ryan Marcus, happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. Taking a look at our roads this morning. Everything is pretty much open with the exception of a couple of highways south of Morden. I'm just going to just one stretch of road now. We're just down to one little stretch of road. It is basically from Highway 14 down to the U.S. border. Just the Emerson crossing is not available because the road is closed. There it is there. That is our last remaining road closure. But look at this compared to what it looked like over the weekend. The weekend was just a complete show. Hey? Like Friday was nuts. And then yesterday was equally as nuts. But again, give yourself just a little bit of extra time if you're traveling 10 up to the Rivers turnoff or down to the Souris turnoff on 10. Still some partial cover there. But all in all, things are looking good. And now we switch gears. We could see some snow again on Tuesday, but it's the cold of Thursday and Friday that we've got on the radar that we got to make everybody aware of. This is going to be some nasty stuff, you guys. Minus 38 with the wind chill, could feel like minus 50, okay? So that's what we have got to prepare for. And in the meantime, boys, some folks who are stranded on the Trans-Canada Highway over the weekend have some stories to tell. Yes, they do. Oakville opens their doors to 100 travelers stranded by highway crashes. Well, I think that was meant to be highway closures, but nonetheless, Oakville Community Center was open to a whole bunch of people. Look at them having some fun there. New friends made, I'm sure, and the whole community kind of jumped into action a la Newfoundland. They came with food. They came with some mattresses. That is really, really cool. This is about just before midnight on Friday when they had closed the Trans-Canada Highway, and basically there was a bad accident there, apparently. 11 o'clock, 2 multi-vehicle crashes near Oakville, and so that meant that traffic was not going anywhere. The hall was filled with people dropping stuff off, apparently. Karen said around 6 p.m. on Friday, they got ready. RCMP said, we need to get this hall ready. Snacks and food donated for stranded travelers on the Trans-Canada Highway started coming in. And, of course, thanks to social media, it wasn't just food. There was blankets and stuff. And like I said, those air mattresses came in. Way to go, Oakville, the town of Oakville. Yeah, superstars. Way to go for welcoming. Karen apparently led the charge out in Oakville. Throughout the afternoon and overnight, approximately 90 travelers stayed at the Oakville Community Center. 7 volunteers staying with them overnight. Everybody was in good spirits and so thankful. Quite a few of them gave us cash as a donation to the community center. That is so cool. Karen said the town stepped up in a big way to make stranded travelers feel comfortable. It's Oakville. It's a small, rural Manitoba town where people come together when they're needed. And so I will never drive through Oakville, Manitoba, and look at it the same way again. I'll think of these folks and how well they were treated. So way to go, Oakville. That's how you do it. That's how you get it done. Good job, Oakville. And hopefully those folks in the crash are okay, and it's only vehicles that... Nero's Heroes on YouTube says, Manitobans are truly amazing people. Thank you. Well, thank you, Oakville. That's amazing that they came together that way and took care of everybody. Nice to see. Nice to see something awesome come out of something so wild, 2 big storms in one weekend. And the weather is not just wild here. The weather is wild like everywhere. In Florida, they got snow on the weekend.
One of those just step the similar thing.
It's another busy Sunday at Big John's Barbecue and Donuts in Bonifay.
From sour cream cake, blueberry cake, we've had red velvet with cream cheese.
But the conversation's less about the frosted donuts and more about the frosted town.
They've been pouring in, and yeah, that's all they talk about is how big the flakes were and how we got it.
Woke up this morning, walked outside, and it was snowing.
Jonathan Kirkland is a Big John's regular, and at breakfast, this morning's snow is all he and Hasendale could talk about.
As a Florida man, it's wild. It's wild. I'm still not used to it.
For days, forecasters expected snow in this area of the Panhandle west of Tallahassee. Overnight into Sunday, the National Weather Service upgraded their advisories to a winter storm warning. Early morning rain in Mariana turned into sleet, and a little later, at a few miles west, it came down.
It may not be much, but to us Floridians, it's snow nonetheless. Just
school's closed
to cover.
No one can drive.
That aren't moving.
Florida is shut down.
Some roofs out here in Chipley.
We didn't think we was going to get anything, and then about 6:30,
we just don't know what to do.
And then the next thing you know, they were huge. They just look like softballs coming down, just flat.
So they're just huge. So when we saw them softballs coming down, we went and grabs our guns because that's all we know how to do. We get invaded by something, we goes and grabs ours as guns. So the snow was coming down like softballs, and we were treating them like clay pigeons. Shooting that snow, it went away pretty damn quick. That snow took off, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you that snow be gone. You get back up there, Canada. You get
Biggest flakes
Get-
I've
get
ever
back
seen.
up.
And for folks in the Panhandle, that's enough to get a little winter magic floating in the air, even if they're Floridians through and through.
I'm ready for it to warm up.
By this point in the morning,
Oh.
the sun is out and most of what fell is melted. That doesn't mean it wasn't a nice treat for the people of the Panhandle.
Yeah, you guys got to come up here. You guys. That's not even appetizers. That's just looking at the menu. That's sniffing the menu. It's not even snow. In that area, we're still in shorts. Shorts and sandals rule is like if there's not a lot of snow on the ground, then you're still in your shorts and sandals. That's now this is much better. This is further north. And this is a picture that we like to see. Oh, yeah, take that, Florida. Take that. Governor Ron DeSantis. They're all used to a different kind of snow in Florida. It's snowing? Did you say there's snow everywhere? We're going to Florida. Are you getting... No, relax. It's not that... Just relax. But, yeah, how different parts of the world deal with the inclement weather. If you've got snowbirds that travel to destinations where it's warm, you know that when it gets cold, they do shut things down. I had my grandparents, my uncle and aunt, my parents, they all used to live in South Texas, and they said that down in that area of the world, like when it gets below freezing, there's warnings that go out. Like a frost is a big deal for them because some people just don't have heaters in their homes. You just can't imagine that. You don't have a heater in your home. It's like here having pools. What do we have a pool for? Our pool season is 2 weeks, right, Bernice? This is like a 2-week pool season. What are you doing putting a pool in below ground? Now, hot tubs, that's a good investment. Pool, I don't know. I don't know about that, Tim. Do you have any wild weather stories from the stormy weekend? Do share them in chat. If you yourself know of somebody that maybe enjoyed the hospitality of Oakville, enjoyed maybe the hospitality of one of the hotels in Portage La Prairie or Austin, do you have a storm story to tell? Do you have a storm story to tell? Tracy says, I remember being in Florida, and everyone is in sweaters and jackets, and I'm in shorts. Weird looks, and it was plus 10. I had that same thing happen on my first trip to Las Vegas. It was plus 17 and people were in sweaters. I'm swimming. I'm like, where's the pool? And they're like, sorry, excuse me? I'm like, it's plus 17. Where is the pool? I don't even know if the pool is open, they said at the hotel. It's an outdoor pool. And it was January. It was about the end of January. Plus 17, I thought was pretty darn nice. Sun was out. Went to the pool. I had the whole pool to myself. No one was at the pool except one guy in a booth. It was like a parking booth. He had glass all around him. He was in the parking, like a little parking booth. It was probably 2 feet by 2 feet square with glass so that he could see out. And he was responsible for watching this resort pool. And he's sitting in there with a winter coat on. It's plus 17. And I'm like, really? Seriously, it's warmer than that, dude. There's no need to be cuddled up in a little cubicle like that. He goes, you must be from Canada. Why do you say that? All you Canadians, you come down here and it doesn't matter how cold it is, you'll go swimming. I'm like, yeah, but 17 is not cold. You want cold. You want cold? Come up here on Thursday and Friday. That's when your face breaks open. You just smile. Good morning. My face is going to crack. Wild weather stories. Lori says that she got locked out of her house for a couple of hours as the cold north wind froze the damn door. They couldn't get in their house. Unfortunately, the south and east doors were physically locked. We actually had to get my son to bring his heat gun and blast the doorknobs to heat them up so that they could get the key and get in the house. Otherwise, they would have been locked out. Winter can just off. We've been spoiled, haven't we? We've been spoiled. Any other wild weather stories from the weekend? No, I'm glad to hear that nobody was stranded. There wasn't any problems or challenges for anybody. That's a good thing. That is a good thing indeed. Hey, our friends at Sunrise Credit Union, sponsors of the Tyler Glen Show. Just for a couple more days, the gift of membership available. If you know of somebody under the age of 25, Sunrise Credit Union will give you a $5 member share at no cost and a $50 bonus deposit, okay? Visit sunrisecu.mb.ca. It's an awesome opportunity for you to get involved with the credit union, get an account set up for you or somebody that you know that's under the age of 25, and they get a $50 bonus deposit absolutely at no charge. At Skydancer Casino, where the sky's the limit, 2 big country shows coming in 2026. Of course, March the 20th, we will see the Frontmen perform live at the Skydancer Event Center. It's going to be a great show because there's 3 lead singers from 3 of the 90s biggest country bands, Lone Star, Restless Heart, and Little Texas. It'll be like seeing those bands in concert, one show, $35. And then Gretchen Wilson, July the 3rd, SkydancerCasino.com for more. And Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, Westman's #1 EV dealership, celebrating 100 years in business. Take an EV for a rip over at Murray's. They'll answer any and all your questions. And again, as they celebrate their 100th birthday, their 100th anniversary, take 90 days to pay. No problem. Go in there, 3 months. They'll take care of it. No worries. 90 days without having to make a payment at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, Westman's #1 EV dealership. Also, circling back to Friday, WestJet has reversed course on the seats. I was at the Brandon Clinic late last week. It was the topic of conversation at the clinic, at the coffee shop. Everyone is talking about how crampy these seats are. There must be a lot of people from Brandon that are booking these seats, and they just don't fit. So WestJet's reversing course.
Straighten out your legs there. Less than 3 weeks after Amanda Ray posted this 20-second-long video to TikTok, WestJet has changed course. In a statement Friday, the company said following feedback from passengers and staff, the airline will return to its prior seat pitch in economy by removing a row of seats. These new seats with a 28-inch pitch were recently installed on 22 of WestJet's Boeing 737 aircraft, with plans for 21 more. They were intended to lower ticket prices, but as the several thousand Canadians who've already experienced them can attest, that comes at the cost of legroom.
The airlines have crossed the line in the sand that, Canadians have said this one went one too far.
Saying it's important to react quickly to meet passenger needs, WestJet Group CEO has said the airline will continue to be cost-disciplined and innovative while staying true to people's expectations. But this U-turn comes at a price.
This is going to cost them millions. They have to bring those airplanes back into the hangars, reconfigure the lighting and the air conditioning system, all the ventilation systems to get them to work properly with the number of rows they're going to now have.
From seat selection to checked baggage fees over the past decade, airlines world over increasingly depend on these ancillary fees to stay competitive.
They make billions of dollars worth of revenue on their ability to kind of fragment and decompose service levels in standard economy fares. The time has now come for the regulators, whether it's Transport Canada, whether it's the Canadian Transportation Agency, to kind of define customer service.
Yeah, how much room do you need on the plane? We need some leg room. I mean, it was tough before. Thank God they're putting it back. I was scared to fly. I was scared, booking a WestJet flight. It's like, am I going to be in those nightmare seats? I don't want my seat then if I'm going to be in the nightmare section, because you have to be 4 feet tall and 80 pounds to fit in there. Thank God they're putting that back. Zumba Bernice says, it scares me how they can easily change the seats. How secure are they? Well, like that gentleman said, it is going to cost them millions of dollars. I think they're just a bolt. They just bolt them down. Just a little screwdriver. If you ever wanted to take a WestJet seat as a souvenir from a really good trip that you've had, I've done that a few times. You just take a socket set out there. I want this seat in my garage forever. I just had the best trip to Mexico. Hey, just pop right off. No problem. Sir, Sir, what are you doing with that seat? I am taking this home under my arm. I've got this. It's seat D23. I paid for this seat. You charged me for a seat on the airplane. That means it's mine. That means I can take it home. It's pretty easy. No, I'm kidding, of course. Don't try to remove your seats. I was at the Metrodome in Minneapolis. Last game they played there was a Vikings game. We went with my son and his football team, and people were doing that. People were taking the bathroom stalls. Like, what? Why would you want that? Why would you want the bathroom stall? People had socket sets, and you could hear them, and guys were running out with the bathroom stall, like the wall with the art on it, like for a good time, call Mary at 555-8. Like, what are you going to do? Put that in your garage as some kind of, it's true story. And then not to mention the seats. I mean, fourth quarter, people had brought tools to the Vikings game, and they're taking their seats out of the Metrodome because they tore it down and built US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. But that was funny because we were all just like this, like, are these people going to get in trouble? And there was just so many people that were taking stuff out of the Metrodome, from seats to bathroom walls. It was crazy. Weird. Totally weird. Who needs a bathroom stall wall? Surprised someone didn't take the toilet. Down on all four. I want this toilet. Shut the water off, Bob. We're going to put this toilet. You know how many bums this toilet has seen over the course of 25 years of football and baseball? This is going to be the greatest toilet. Who? No. What are you doing? Oh, put that back. Cindy said, my sister finally made it to Mexico a day and a half late and almost lost her luggage in L.A. We talked last week how WestJet lost somebody's luggage, and it was a direct flight. How does that happen? Anyway, one of the hottest trends that we saw develop last week and into the weekend is 2016 nostalgia taking over social media. Are you seeing this too? Are you nostalgic for 2016? 2016, was it that good a year? It's funny how Gen Zers, they're hankering for some nostalgia. We want better days. We want to remember way back when, 2016. That seems like yesterday, for God's sake. That's not that long ago.
Yes, back to 2016 by reposting old photos on Insta. It was a major year for movies and TV, with a little show called Stranger Things making its way to Netflix, and Spotlight taking home the Oscar for Best Picture. And of course, the 2016 election. How can we forget that? It was filled with all kinds of contentious debates and memes like this one.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Yikes.
Joining me now to talk all things 2016, our Will Gans. Oh my gosh. So searches are what? Up this year by more than 400%? I mean, why does everyone suddenly care about a decade ago?
Who cares?
400% this week alone. So I think part of it, right, is that nostalgia has never been more popular than it is right now. We've got the Scrubs revival set to air next month. We've got the Devil Wears Prada sequel showing up in May on the big screen. So nostalgia is so popular right now. And the other part of this is that folks really want to return to a time that was really playful. I mean, Pokemon Go to the polls, what a time to be alive. We were also doing things like the mannequin challenge back in 2016. So social media was certainly a felt presence, but it wasn't so curated the way it is now, right? People were using the Rio de Janeiro filter, which they're doing again now as part of this 2016 trend. So
I don't even know what that is.
7 million posts.
What the hell is a Rio filter?
Alone with this 2016 challenge, Kira.
Okay, I don't know what the Rio de Janeiro, whatever you just said, but I guess I got something to learn.
You don't need it. That's why. You don't need it. No,
good God.
Free.
Oh, God bless you. All right, 2016, of course, was a big year for music. What were some of the most iconic releases and biggest hits?
It was yesterday, for God's sake.
Well, that's one part of this trend that's super fun too. People are soundtracking their posts now with songs that were popular back then. So we started the year with Adele at #1 singing Hello, and then Rihanna released a new album back in 2016. Remember when Rihanna released music? Me neither. Apparently it was a decade ago it was happening. So she released Anti. Her song Work, of course, charted for the entirety of March and April. So that was a lot of fun. And then you had big hits from Bruno Mars. You had big hits from Drake and the Chainsmokers.
The music was certainly better then than it is now.
2016. So it was a great year for music.
And a great year for Will Gans. I know we've got your picture as we head to break. Why don't you tell me who you're with? And
oh my gosh. So 2016, are you seeing it a lot in your feed? Like, I'm thinking this is generally young people, because folks my age, we're hankering for the 80s, the 90s. Anyone hankering for the 70s? I was too young back then. But I mean, I like the 80s stuff. It's, the nostalgia is kind of fun. In fact, this past weekend, I came across a Blockbuster video sleeve generator. If you're hankering for the experience of going to the Blockbuster video, this is really cool. People are hankering for the lost charm of physical media. Everything's digital now. So Ryan Finney has recreated the template of the Blockbuster sleeve and therefore created a Blockbuster sleeve generator. So if you're thinking of watching a movie, a new movie, you can actually type in the movie. It automatically populates the whole cover with the title, genre. You can type in your old store in the store picker, and it prints out the address. So let's, The Rip. I watched The Rip on the weekend. Let's pretend I went to the video store. The Rip. Oh, 2026. There it is. Now, I want my Brandon store. How do I edit the address? 18th Street, Brandon, Manitoba. Oh, look at this. There we go. There is my Blockbuster video cover for The Rip this weekend. Directed by Joe Carnahan. Trust phrase when a team of Miami cops discovers millions in cash inside a rundown stash house, calling everyone and everything into question. Blockbuster video, 18th Street in Brandon. This is cool. You could do this for any movie. I'll post the link on my website so you can play with it too at TylerGlenShow.com. Quentin says, if you want to feel old, well, who doesn't want to feel old? When you realize that 2026 is as far away from 1980 as 1934 was in 1980. Yes, we're all old. We're super old. New sponsors of the show include Metamucil, Prunes, and Geritol. Yeah, it's just crazy. The world is slipping down the... It's amazing how fast things have moved. So, yeah, if you're listening to 80s music, it would be like listening to 1930s music, like swing music. In the 80s. It's like, I realize how long ago that was. Like 2016 is 10 years ago. That was yesterday. Are you kidding me? It's incredible. Incredible. Okay, before we say farewell to our friends on the other social platforms, just want to do a recap of the roads. Again, not much to be super concerned about as far as road closures are concerned. One last look at Manitoba 511. If you are traveling south of Winnipeg, still blowing a little bit there. And again, the only closure we have is just at the Emerson border crossing there. Highway 75 from the Rosenfeld turnoff down to the U.S. border is still closed at this hour. Everything else is open for business. Still a little slippery in and around Brandon and in and around Portage La Prairie. But again, give yourself some extra time to get to where you're going. Visibility much improved as winds have died down considerably. So that's some good news. Now we just get ready for the cold. And again, kids not in school today. Just a couple of school division buses not going today. Park West, Prairie Rose, and Mountain View School Division. Natasha just said, due to rural routes being unplowed and cold temperatures, PCSD buses are also canceled. Thank you for letting us know that, Natasha. PCSD would be, what is PCSD school division? PCSD school. It's got to be Prairie. Pine Creek School Division. Thank you, Pine Creek. No buses there. So not a whole bunch of kids that aren't in school today, but just a few bus routes where travel is still kind of tricky. That's what's happening there. Hope the road is going to be good here. Got to catch lunch and supper in Dauphin. I think things will be fine. You just got to make sure you got a good battery. I'll tell you, you're going to have a big battery test coming this week with the cold. Coming up next hour, more on the local seafood boil. Oh, this is going to be a big event. Sunseekers, I'm going to make sure you get your hands on tickets before the others because it's going to be the biggest food event probably in the city since Ribfest, okay? Also, we are going to talk about Holy Shakes coming to Winnipeg. Probably never heard of it. You will want to put this in your to-do list of places to go to in Winnipeg next time you're in there. Holy Shakes, you'll say holy smokers when you see the pictures of the food in this place. I had never heard of it. Maybe you had, but it is going to blow people away. That's all coming up in hour 2 of the show. Hey, thank you so much to our friends on the other platforms. We're moving over to Twitch exclusively. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. VIP hour is about to begin. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Stay warm. TikTok and YouTube and X. Thank you so much. Have a great